చాలా రోజుల తర్వాత ఒక మంచి కాన్వర్సేషన్ జరుగుతుంది. నాకు చాలా టైం ఉంది. నేను 10 o'clock వరకు ఇక్కడ కూర్చుంటా. మీకేమైనా ప్రాబ్లం ఉందా? ఇది మనదే కదా లొకేషన్. ఓకే,
Thank you so much.
I'm not saying I'm an no madam. కూర్చోండి. లంచ్ తిన్నారా? ఇప్పుడు టైం ఎంత? కాఫీ టీ తాగండి.
హలో సంయుక్త గారు.
హలో.
హాయ్, వెల్కమ్ టు గుల్టే ప్రో.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
సో ఇప్పుడే మనం మాట్లాడుకుంటున్నాము స్కూలింగ్ గురించి, చైల్డ్హుడ్ గురించి. సో అక్కడి నుంచి వద్దాము. కేరళలోనే కదా పుట్టి పెరిగింది?
ఫుల్ కేరళ.
స్కూలింగ్ ఎలా ఉన్నింది?
I know
random అనిపించచ్చు guys, this is a extension of an off record conversation.
నేను చెప్తాను. So what I have good memories. మనం ఇందాక మాట్లాడినట్టు few things మనకి తెలియదు అప్పుడు జరిగేది తప్ప కరెక్టా లేదా అనేది. See, one good thing that social media has done is that it has brought a lot of things into discussion. Mana, from simple things about the rights of women, that we deserve certain things and this is how we need to be treated అనేది ఆ డిస్కషన్ నుంచి ఒక రిలేషన్షిప్. ఇప్పుడు చూస్తే చాలా కంటెంట్ క్రియేటర్స్ దే పుట్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ వీడియోస్ అబౌట్ the small things,
the day to day life
nunji how things are not right and how things are not right and right ఈ discussions ఇప్పుడు మనం ఆలోచిస్తే now I'm like okay, it was wrong. It was shaming, it was bullying. అంటే కొంతమందికి దే విల్ బి లైక్ ఇన్ని పదాలు ఉన్నాయా అని, దే విల్ బి లైక్ ఇంత బుల్లింగ్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఏంటి, మనం ఉన్న టైంలో కొడతారు, టీచర్స్ విల్ బీట్, ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ వర్ దేర్. బట్ కరెక్ట్ కాదు. ఒక చిన్న ఇది నేను చెప్తా. ఇఫ్ యూ మైట్ హ్యావ్ కమ్ అక్రాస్ దిస్ స్టాండప్ కామెడియన్ అనుకుంటున్నా. హీ వాజ్ సేయింగ్ అబ్రాడ్ లో పిల్లలకి హౌ వాజ్ యువర్ డే అంటే, oh uncle, I have just such a beautiful day, this teacher made me sit with Anne and I don't like Anne, and they talk, okay, I had this and it's so good, I'm so excited for this weekend, went for cycling. ఇదే మన ఊళ్ళో పిల్లలకి అడిగితే
ఫ్రీజ్ అయిపోతాము.
అమ్మ పేరెంట్స్ని చూడడం, they don't know how to express, they don't know how to talk. And there is one thing, you asked me about my schooling. One good thing is that my grandfather was a very different person. I mean compared to, he taught me few things which
what do you mean different?
I'll tell you. Okay, few things like I have traveled a lot in my childhood in terms of I studied in an institution called Chinmaya Vidyalaya.
Okay. ekkadadi?
Kerala Chinmaya Vidyalaya, Tattamangalam.
Okay.
It's in a district called Palakkad, very close to 6 kilometers, 7 kilometers from my home anamata.
Okay.
So one good thing, a lot of good things, my base of spirituality, lot of things I learned in my life is because the school had certain value system which was taught to the students. So and lot of camps that I have attended, అంటే ఒక 4th standard లోనే ఒక 10 days summer camp అని చెప్పి, I went there, I have attended a Hanuman Chalisa camp and Human to Hanuman, and I still remember the camp's name was Human to Hanuman. Camp lo we learned a lot of things, lot of handicrafts nunji, learned full Hanuman Chalisa. At that time I didn't wear, it was like fun, okay, friends so part to 10 days summer camp. Okay, so this was there. So what I wanted to say is that in my home I didn't have to be like, it was okay to have ivanni appatlo telidu. Now I'm looking back and realizing few people say like, you just communicate, you just say it, you're not shy, you say what you want. It is because my grandfather, I never had to plead, ask for certain things that I wanted, or not anything that I wanted.
Okay.
I could just say it. నాకు ఇక్కడ ఇలా వెళ్ళాలని ఉంది, ఈ క్యాంప్కి వెళ్ళాలని ఉంది. He will say yes. few things, one thing he said no was like, at that time I wanted to go to Nagaland for a camp. That time ante maybe I was 14-15. Adi koncham security aa time lo edo he was little hesitant. When I was 10-year-old, I had a camp in Jammu. He got me a small mobile phone at that time.
Nice.
Small Nokia phone. And he said, just keep it. And what happened is I had a prepaid card, akkada prepaid ledu, postpaid. So I couldn't forget that. So he did that. So he made me feel that I'm an individual.
Right.
My opinions had a space. My thoughts had a space. See, a lot of other things, it's a single parent. My mother brought me up. So let's keep that aside. But I'm talking about the good parts of my childhood, a lot of good things. One thing is that he made me feel that, this what today we speak about equality in home and gender equality was there at my home.
Right.
He used to wash his clothes and he used to equally take part in, when my grandmother used to cook and he used to watch WWE and cut vegetables.
Nice.
This was my normality. He used to wake up at 3 o'clock, 3:30, clean the, the front corridor and courtyard. That's a sound with which I'll wake up. That water bucket low, that horse sound. And then he'll get ready, take bath and prepare my, he'll keep my uniform and all in place. And then he'll go to temples and he'll visit 6-7 temples, long morning walk.
Daily na?
Daily.
Okay.
Daily. So then and he'll come back. So I saw this, that my grandmother waking up aram se at, if my school bus is at 7, she will wake up at 6:20. Okay. So that was my normality. So that's good thing. Now coming to my school, as I told you, so much great. It's a good thing that I learned in a school like Chinmaya Vidyalaya, where I was, why I don't have stage fear. The reason why I gave 8-minute speech for Bimla Naik audio launch is one, because I'm so used to taking the mic and speaking.
Nice.
Because I studied in an institution like that. At that time, I've traveled all across Kerala, participated in n number of competitions, speech competitions, debate competitions. So that exposure was there. Okay, this is one good part. Now coming to other certain things that I know, with all due respect to a lot of teachers, the first experience of bullying was from school. The first experience of being shamed for being a girl was also at school. This I didn't know at that time.
But why for being a girl? That's
simple thing that you need to make, like dupatta ila why did you pleat like this?
Okay.
Make it wider.
Okay.
Right? Why are you putting bindi? Asking permission for drinking water.
Like I said, water తాగడం కోసం క్లాస్ లో పర్మిషన్ అడగడం అంటే ఇప్పుడు నాకు వెనక్కి తిరిగి చూస్తే ఇట్స్ లైక్ బ్లోస్ మై మైండ్.
Correct. And then I have a friend, like her name is Darshana. We studied, like, from the same village, studied same school from LKG, UKG, and then still friends.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Wow. So I have friends like this. So if you ask me who are my friends, they are my friends.
Okay.
Darshana is there, and from my +1, +2 also, that gang of girls still there. So 15 years, that is like what?
Nice. Wow.
Wow.
I never had a friendship that lasted more than 3 years.
We talk. Darshana, appudu tappu kada, ippudu tappu. We send reels.
Oh, okay.
Then వీళ్ళు మాట్లాడే రీల్స్ మనం అటు ఇటు పంపించి, see this has happened to us. This has happened to us. So అని ఒక this is what it is. And then and that was there. And having friends, and also I have met teachers, as you said. If you, maybe all teachers were not, it's you can't blame them. The society was such that at that time, and it's their conditioning, and they just they knew what you can't blame. One thing you should stop doing is, we understand, okay, where they come from. We accept that, okay, this thing has happened to you, wrong. Understand and make sure you can't blame them for what the society has conditioned you for. So, and then I have a teacher, her name is Deepa. thought about her few days before also. She was the student's favorite. For no reason, we will go to her home.
Wow.
For no reason. So whoever, maybe except 4 students from the class, 28, 25 students will be there at her home. We used to love her because she made made us love all the subjects.
Nice.
She understood us. She understood that we are teenagers, and she understood that we are naughty. She understood that, so I still love her, and she was, you look at her and like, she's just pretty also.
Beautiful.
So that is it. And then coming to another school that I have studied only in.
Shout out to Deepa ma'am.
Yeah, shout out to Deepa ma'am. There's another Deepa ma'am also. There's one chemistry Deepa and one maths Deepa.
Okay. Which Deepa?
Both are good.
Oh, so Deepas are good people there.
Let's not talk about who was
the other Deepas.
Yeah. And then coming to my other school that I studied, I was in boarding at that time.
How old were you?
This was 16, 17.
Okay.
After 10th standard అనమాట. అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి నాకు ఇప్పుడు కూడా గుర్తుంది. The school principal at that time, first day whatever orientation ఉంటాయి కదా, +1 జాయిన్ అయిన తర్వాత, సో ఒక సైడ్ లో బాయ్స్ కూర్చుంటా, ఎవరు చెప్పలేదు మనకి ఇలా కూర్చో అని. One side somebody sat and the other side girls. She came, she walked in. I don't think she remember, but it made a huge difference in my thought process. She said, you are in co-ed. If you wanted to stay separate and if you wanted to play against each other, you need to be in a girls' school or a boys' school.
Right.
You are here to work together and to understand what it is. Like, this is not a place and mix up. I'm like, my God, okay. And then she used to, I think it was, we didn't understand because I came from, that was a little, I would say from where I came from, that space was a little modern. And then, so that was a new experience. Another thing that she taught us, like in like leadership qualities. She gave a lot. So, మామూలుగా స్కూల్లో ఈ స్కూల్ లీడర్స్ లేదంటే క్యాప్టెన్స్ అనేది just for standardized attention చెప్పడానికి. కానీ she made sure the captains had a role. So a lot of taking up responsibilities and good things started from that school. And in that school, I have the few teachers. So good. I have good memories with
nice.
But as we discussed,
obviously those rotten apples.
Both, yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing this.
Lot. I gave a full bio.
ఇది నా syllabus లో అసలు.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And I would also like to add, so I grew up in a village called Chittoor. Chittoor Kollangodu, if you search in it's in Palakkad.
మాకు ఇక్కడ చిత్తూరు ఉంది వేరే.
అది చిత్తూరు ఉంది. I remember that the first time I got to know there is a Chittoor, Andhra Pradesh, was because somebody came, students who came from Tirupati side just mentioned about that in some camp, as I was mentioning.
Okay.
And small village, very beautiful village. This I'm talking that I don't know if you relate to this. Okapatlo we were like, we want to go out of this place. Prapanchan chood. I mean,
I relate to it.
Now we are like, లేదు నా విలేజ్ లోకి వెళ్ళాలి.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ తిరిగి వెళ్ళిపోవాలి. కొన్ని రోజులు ఫోన్లు ల్యాప్టాప్లు లేకుండా ప్రశాంతంగా ఉండాలి.
బ్యూటిఫుల్ విలేజ్. అండ్ ఐ ఫీల్ దట్ in small places like that we know everyone. అందరికి we know everyone.
Community.
The reason why you trust in people and the society as a whole is because probably I was born and brought up in a place like that. Where you could just trust people.
No, I'm kind of envious of you that you got to grow up in a lush green. Na Kerala ante lush green.
నేను చూపిస్తా ఇది తర్వాత I will show you these beautiful ఇప్పుడు these helicams. I don't know, there are these certain photographers and videographers.
Drone shots. Yeah. Okay.
They'll show. చుమ్మా అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి ఫ్లెక్సింగ్ అంటే చూడు మా విలేజ్ ఎంత బ్యూటిఫుల్గా ఉంటో, ఫుల్ ప్యాడీ ఫీల్డ్, అక్కడ వెస్టర్న్ ఘాట్స్, అక్కడ వాటర్ ఫాల్స్ ఉన్నాయి.
వెరీ ఎన్వియస్ ఆఫ్ యూ. నాకు అట్లాంటి ప్లేస్కి వెళ్ళాలని చాలా ఇష్టం అనమాట. నేను సిటీస్లోనే పుట్టి పెరిగా కంప్లీట్లీ. సో నాకు యూ వోంట్ బిలీవ్ లైక్ ఓకే, నేను ఒక 1 year బ్యాక్ కూడా మీ అండ్ మై వైఫ్ యూఆర్ టాకింగ్, సిటీ ఇదంతా వద్దు, హిమాచల్ ప్రదేశ్ వెళ్ళిపోదాబా.
మేబీ కొన్ని ఇయర్స్ తర్వాత ఫార్మింగ్ అగ్రికల్చర్ అదే సేమ్ ప్లాన్.
ఇది లియో చూసాక వచ్చింది నాకు. ఐ థింక్ లియో అండ్ కింగ్ ఆఫ్ కోతా రెండు ఒకే టైంలో వచ్చాయి కదా. ఆ రెండిట్లో ఇది ఉంటది హిమాచల్. కింగ్ ఆఫ్ కోతాలో కూడా DQ ends up like he goes away from all the bloodshed. He goes and he's like doing apple farming something. I'm like బాగుందిగా ఇది అని.
Himachal is a beautiful place. Himachal, recently was there. I went to Lahore Valley, which is Spiti is close to Mata. Atal Tunnel you cross, and then one side you very beautiful. Inta prashandanga unto. Let me go back to my meditation. And then after that I went to Chitkul, which is the last inhabited village of India. Tarvata it's Tibetan border.
ఎంతమంది ఉంటారు అక్కడ? లైక్ పీపుల్ ఉంటారా?
చిట్కుల్ లేదు అంటే
అబాండెండ్,
నాట్ అబాండెండ్. అక్కడ ఉన్న పీపుల్ హూఎవర్ హూ లివ్స్ ఇన్ చిట్కుల్ దానికన్నా టూరిస్ట్ ఆర్ ట్రావెలర్స్.
ఓకే.
అండ్ ఐ went to a place called Kalpa. I loved. So Kalpa again is closer to Chitkul. It's a very అంటే some places in Himachal it's more easily accessible. There will be more tourists. I try to go to places where nobody is there. This offbeat ever leru anna.
Yeah.
So Kalpa lo there is this typical touristy things untudu. ఒక రెస్టారెంట్ I went to a restaurant కాదు, స్మాల్ cafe లాగా one place. మెనూ కార్డ్ ఉంది. సో ఇఫ్ యూ ఆస్క్ if this is there, she will say no. So one family is running. Grandmother, mother, son will come to take order. He will ask I will ask idunda ante tukka no, I'll mummy ko puch ke. So he'll go ask and come, and everything noodles handmade. That momos, whatever that is handmade, everything is handmade. You have to happily wait for this fast culture unte kada ikkada, what people flex about. That's not there. Wait for 40 minutes. She'll forget also in between. So I have to go ek chai. You have to ask 3 times. And one time she is like no abhi nahi, we'll take more time because we have to serve these people first and they will come to you. Very honest. Where these things about fast culture and old, it's not there, the old food or anything. Very calm, peaceful, silent. I experienced silence there. The beauty of silence is something that I love. And then this is, and have you ever been to Meghalaya?
I haven't been to Shillong. I've been to Sikkim. Sorry.
Sikkim is also beautiful. I have not been there. I would love to go.
Gangtok is very pretty.
Meghalaya. One thing, I don't know why I'm saying this, but before people just go there and spoil the place, just go there because it's so pure, so pure right now that one good thing that I would say, people go there and pollute the place. They'll take all these water bottles and this వాళ్ళు ఈ చిప్స్ ప్యాకెట్లు just it's so painful to watch, throwing out of the window. అంటే India is a beautiful country. When I say Bharat, I'm like, I love my country, and I feel that we have everything. But Himachal, if you go to the eastern side, it is so beautiful. Be it Meghalaya and Assam, I have explored a bit. The other places I'm yet to explore. Still, I'm saying with whatever minimum I have seen from Rajasthan, all that belt. Uttarakhand is my favorite place. I've been there. I've lived there for 1.5 months. I just took my backpack, long back. This is in 2018, just before COVID. 2 months lived there. Just took my backpack, and that was just I wish that people just respected the nature more. I mean, we pray. In our culture, we are like nature is God and nature is goddess, and we'll just say. But that's maatlu ante, but people just throw these things. So right now what I meant to say is Meghalaya, beautiful. It is pure, it is beautiful, టెల్ యువర్ వైఫ్ హిమాచల్ వదిలే ఇప్పటికి మేఘాలయ వెళ్ళండి.
వెళ్ళాలి, నాకు చాలా రోజుల నుంచి ఐ బీన్ ప్లానింగ్ టు టేక్ అ బ్రేక్ బట్ కుదరట్లే. కానీ ద క్లోజెస్ట్ ఐ బీన్ టు సెవెన్ సిస్టర్స్ ఈస్ ద హైటెక్ సిటీ సెవెన్ సిస్టర్స్. హైటెక్ సిటీలో ఉంది సెవెన్ సిస్టర్స్ రెస్టారెంట్ ఉంది. బంజారా హిల్స్ లో కూడా ఉంది. ఇట్స్ ప్రిటీ గుడ్ యాక్చువల్లీ. యా, I love the direction this conversation is going in, but I hate to break.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, we will mix it.
Just do whatever you want.
ఇందాక ఒక మాట అన్నారు కదా, like speaking about gender equality and how you were introduced to the concept of gender equality or the lack of it in schooling. And filmmaking ecosystem gender neutral.
See, this is going to be a very elaborate answer.
Please go.
We cannot just for these questions like this.
It's a very broad topic.
It's very broad topic, and you cannot just say yes or a no.
Yeah. It doesn't exist in black and white.
One thing I have learned, you need to know how to claim your space. Simple, small things I'll tell you. There was a time where, having a bathroom or a vanity was a big discussion, that who should be given a vanity and who should be given the basic things like a bathroom. Not in Telugu. So one thing that, Telugu is a place where I just landed and I knew that this respect to another level.
And Telugu మీరు వచ్చేపాటికి ఒక స్టేషన్ ఉండింది కదా మీకు.
So but there was just one thing, and then initially in the very beginning of my career, I didn't know anything technically. I was so curious. Lily was a very good team. Lily just ముందు అంటే ఇది సినిమా సెట్ కాదు, అంటే ఒక సెట్ లో ఎంతమంది ఉంటారు, చాలా మంది ఉంటారు. And you will get these statements from random people. Not that, that they really matter, they are in a adi kaadu. But I have heard this. I am asking, ee light enti, identi. There was a time when I'm like, enduku intamandi short teestunnaru? Okati teesa kada, adi alane pettochu kaadu cinema. Okay, let's take this in a very innocent. I didn't know anything. I was trying to learn cinema. Then I realized kaadu. ఇట్లాంటి డిఫరెంట్ యాంగిల్స్ తీయాలి, అది కట్ దట్స్ వెన్ ద మేకింగ్ అవన్నీ నేను ఐఎమ్ ఆస్కింగ్ దీస్ క్వశ్చన్స్. అండ్ దెన్ వన్ పర్సన్ ఇన్ ద లైట్ టీమ్ వాజ్ సేయింగ్ why she's asking too much questions, why is she talking too much. I'm like, okay, now I need to shut up. I'm scared because at that time you get scared of, I mean, I used to get scared of everything and anything. Natural. Yeah. Because you are in a position where, see, this is a career where you don't know where it is going. There is no surety. I was not even sure about myself. I'm just figuring out. I'm still figuring out. At that time, figuring out plus fear. Fear. That is the main thing. So at that time, even though I've met a lot of good people, I've also come across these things. So that crisis was there, whether to shut up or ask, whether to keep quiet or what is your space. But luckily, on the course of the journey, few male, one thing I need to say is that right now, it is very important, the male, technicians or anybody, actors who work with us, make sure that they need to voice up, not all the time, but if they can, that something is going wrong. That I have heard this one thing that, so we were talking about some promotional thing at that time, like a few years back this is. I don't want to take any names because if I needed to voice up and make it an issue, I should have done it back then. My way of dealing with things are different in my own way. That I am not someone who just who will feel okay making my personal thing being discussed on a social media. I try to stay away, at least not react beyond a point and not there. But this one thing I've heard, they are like, okay, the male actor is given certain facilities and the female actor for no reason is just given facilities down the male actor. What for? So I saw, not me, but I so at that time fear. You're like, you don't know what to speak. I'm happy. I'm like, happy if there is a room only. I'm happy if there is anything. I'm happy.
What happened?
Cable ఎప్పటి నుంచో ఉంది.
ఇంకా స్టార్ట్ అవ్వాలి ఇంటర్వ్యూ, ఇప్పుడే స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. రిలాక్స్ అవ్వ కొంచెంసేపు నువ్వు. యా,
Don't disturb. Okay. So I have seen such people, and so that was one good thing about Malayalam cinema ecosystem, where things was made easier for us to, that ecosystem is very different. People talk. The women there are very strong. I'm not saying that people are not strong every other place, but the play I'm talking about, the initial stages of my understanding of this ecosystem came from that industry kabatti cheptunna.
Yeah.
Their people talk. They at least make you aware of this is what is happening, both the sides. This is what it is, this is what it is. Now that direction, the way I understood that few things are wrong and not, few things are wrong and few things are right, or whatever that is, that this is I have the right for the basic things. There's everything that came from few people who made that voice, who spoke. And now I'm at a space. Now coming to my answer to this question, I am trying to answer this from my lens. So you need to understand, this is an infrastructure where there is no particular definition of, in a corporate space there is a punching, there is guidelines. Ikkada emi ledhu, idu oka free space.
Unorganized.
Ante adu correct. Unorganized. And konni, few things are little organized here, but most of the things are very unorganized.
Yeah.
So it all depends on who you are, it's all about the people around you.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me bring this, my manager, he calls my agent or talent. His name is Karthik. Okay. He's a young person who is a film enthusiast. He loves cinema. He watched cinema. And he is the one who brought Virupaksha. So
Okay. Yeah.
So
he's a well-wisher.
More than well-wisher, his script sense is top notch. We discuss cinema. We don't discuss like ee hero movie undi, idi remuneration anedi kaadu. ఏంటి స్క్రిప్ట్ ఏంటి, ఇది డిఫరెంట్ ఉందా, అది డిఫరెంట్ ఉందా, ఆర్ వి ఎక్సైటెడ్ టు డూ దిస్, వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ వీ వాంట్ టు డూ గోయింగ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ అని దట్ ఈస్ స్పేస్. హీ గివ్స్ మీ దిస్ సపోర్ట్. సో కమింగ్ టు మై కరెంట్ స్పేస్, see, there have been incidents in my life where I have cried. Maybe not in front of people, but I would go back to my vanity and cry, come to caravan, or go to my room and cry, call my best friend or cry. I have cried. Okay. Of different things, because even though I would have come across someone who didn't care about anything, but when you are, especially in those young days when you are figuring out your space, and you don't even know if what is going forward in this career that you have taken, it depends. Your certain opinions really matters. And if you hear certain things, it just hurt you. Like, this is not right. Few people losing their patience, and don't blame them. I understand that this is a business, and let's not get there.
anta empathy undalsina avasaram ledani nenu anukunta.
No, I'm an over empathetic person. First, what I'll do, something bad happened to me, I'll try to think about the other side, which I'm reducing right now.
I used to be that. No longer. Naku anta empathy ledu ippudu.
So there was then I realized, it's not, you don't need to take that, you don't need to have that much fear. So this is where, this was a transition, I would say. Childhood low, I was a very different person.
Yella
rebel ane cheppatledu, because I had my voice, I could speak, I was a very bold person. But coming from that village to to a city, and then you experience this space, you are like, the fear came into me, a lot of things came into me which was not mine.
Okay.
Then in the last couple of maybe like 2-3 years, I had to shed that part of me.
Right.
Now I know that it is okay. If you have a question, ask. If they have a problem with me asking a question, I understand that they probably might not have an answer to it, and that's why they are getting irritated. And one thing I know is that if I need to play a role with conviction, few noises in my head need to be cut. Few noises in the set, maniki in the sense maniki and the confusion undakudu mind lo. Inhibitions, you know, you are like idi correcta, idi kada, idi character ila chesi atlanti questions e. I will not ask any. So I'm talking about my work and work alone. Adi నాకు ఇప్పుడు భయం లేదు. And another thing that I know is that somewhere there will be something for you and you just need not silence yourself because you are afraid of something or someone. ఇవన్నీ క్లిప్లు పెట్టేసి ఏదో జరిగింది నా లైఫ్ లో అనేది కాదు. I mean not you.
జర్నీ అనేది
it's a journey. I'll tell you from, you know, even okay, let me tell you this, all things that matter to me. I have immense respect for this costume department, company costume department, and production. When I was in Malayalam cinema, when we used to, you know, work in real locations, the kind of support that I have received from the company costume department, you know, they're like, maybe I don't have any other place to take rest. They'll be like, they'll give the van. Nice. Costume van, and they're like, you take rest, nobody will come here. And I used to relax this. And this production, we call Cheta in Malayalam. There are people whom I remember their face also, that I didn't have assistant or anybody to help me out, or I didn't have any food. And then they'll be like, some coconut tree, కోకోనట్ అది తీసి ఆ కోకోనట్ మలై తీసి అదేదో పక్కన ఉన్న ఇంట్లో జ్యూస్ చెప్పించి దే హావ్ డన్ దట్ వాట్ ఫర్ నథింగ్.
Nice.
So I'm saying, as far as you have seen, you know, everything, this is
good, bad coexist everywhere.
You just need to navigate the way you want to navigate it.
Right.
One thing I'll tell that, you know, people, when, you know, if you have a dream that this I hear, that they come across some things that are really horrible. And this one thing I'll tell, just because it has not happened to you doesn't mean that it has not happened to someone else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
And we as an ecosystem, as an infrastructure, if something wrong has happened to someone, it is our right or duty to make sure that the space is safe for everyone.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay? So standing up for something or standing with someone who has not had who has had a bad experience is very important. Okay?
Yeah, it is.
So just because I said this is how I dealt my journey doesn't mean that the way somebody something more bad would have happened to someone, because it is after all people, and people can have really bad experiences when people talk about casting couch or anything. True for someone, if something has wrong happened to someone, we should just make sure that it is safer, and people who come forward for next, first thing you need to we should not reduce them. Happen, and then you need to build up that ecosystem or support system that people feel safe to work here.
Absolutely. I mean, humans everywhere. Humans are capable of incredible goodness and evil also.
Absolutely. So that is the difference between when your thoughts, it can be wild, right? Anybody can have any wild thoughts.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong in that. If you go to a spiritual space, the silencing of thoughts or whatever. Let's not go there. But come discussing this part. Thoughts, you think whatever you want. Your action is what make you different from a real animal or a human.
Yeah.
You are given the power to make a choice and make that choice.
Yeah. Actually, నేను మిమ్మల్ని ట్రాన్సిషన్ గురించి అడుగుదాం అనుకుంటుండే, మలయాళం టు తెలుగు ట్రాన్సిషన్, కానీ మీరు ఇచ్చిన ఆన్సర్లో అంతకంటే పెద్ద ఆన్సరే కనిపించింది. లైక్ journey. So
see, it's not this. I think these are discussions which I'm not saying I don't want these discussions to go in a wrong direction, because
of course.
ఎప్పుడు ఏదో ఇంటర్వ్యూలో నేను ఏదో మేకప్ గురించి మాట్లాడేప్పుడు I was trying to convey that it was not easy for me to so people have this thing that if I say it, I was not comfortable, then people are like, endu chestunna, that is the whole point. No, you might not be comfortable. I am not comfortable dressing. I like to wear my pajama and sit at home. comfort doesn't define if you stay in your comfort zone. So this is the difference, that choice that I make. If I stay in my comfort zone, I will not go where I want to go in life. So I make these choices. So when we discuss about this has happened long back. I'm like, ఏదో చెప్పినప్పుడు నేను చెప్పా అంటే ఇక్కడ there's a lot of difference in the way actors, the way they presented.
Oh yeah, I read that interview. I read that.
You need to prim and prep. There I would just casually wear a
basic
saree.
makeup సరిపోద్ది అని చెప్పారు, గుర్తొచ్చింది.
casually wear a saree, but ఇక్కడ అయితే that pleats సరిగా ఉండాలి, ఇవన్నీ సరిగా ఉండాలి. అందులో తప్పేముంది?
ఓ అది కాంట్రవర్సీ అంత అయిందా?
కాంట్రవర్సీ కాదు, unwanted discussion. That like ఇప్పుడు కూడా అంత that there is a whole discussion about makeup to wear or not. I don't know why that discussion is there. See, this is what I say. In real life, in any of the airport looks, you will see me wearing no makeup, wearing my salwar and walking out. I don't have a problem. A film demands it, I will do it.
Right.
Because cinema is, a character. This is one thing, not my statement, but the different crafts and departments of cinema equally important.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you read Stanislavski, Actor Prepares, the first few pages you will read these actors putting their own makeup. The prosthetic or whatever.
Transformation
process. It is very important. It is very important. Like, at least this is where the reason why I wanted to make myself comfortable in that. Why I was not comfortable was very simple. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know anything about skincare. 3 days of shoot, I used to get skin allergy, this and that. I didn't know anything. Then I learned it. Now I know how to take care of myself. It's keeping that part. Now, now I'm being comfortable doing that. Needed for the character, needed for work, needed to, today I would love to get ready and come here, sit for an interview. I am fine. Okay, that is my journey. Okay. Coming to cinema or any characters that I do, the transition, one major thing was this, that there is no, I didn't have any personal team. First few films I didn't have no one. I used to travel alone. Okay. And then I got an assistant. And that I was like really uncomfortable. Why is he always with me? Sorry for that. Why is he always with me? You think that he'll be like, chair, stand. I like to stand. Okay, this is where I was for. Then you come here and then you get used to this thing, because the filmmaker wants it certain way, the cinema wants it certain. Then I realized different crafts. Right. In the transformation process, I don't want all my characters to look the same. And I know that I'm trying. I'm not like, every character is very different. What the actors have done. I'm talking about Srikar or anyone. Like so I'm not talking about that. But now it's more, the aesthetics are very different currently. But I'm still saying, for my process, it is very important. అది ఎలా అంటే, నేను ఒక టైంలో మలయాళంలో వెల్లం అని ఒక మూవీ చేశాను. ఓకే,
వెల్లం అంటే వాటర్ కదా,
వాటర్. సో వి షాట్ దట్ ఇన్ I was playing the wife of a drunkard. And we had a 10-year-old kid in that movie.
Okay.
And it's inspired from real life. The actor got a state award for that film. Jayasuriya got a state award for that film. It was live sound, so I had to take that slang. Okay. Parallelly, I was shooting for a Kannada film where I was playing a college-going girl wearing skirt and top. Here I come, wear a nightie.
Okay.
That too, they'll costume department will make sure that is washed 5 times so that that old this thing will come.
Faded
feel will come. And then the skin tone was changed, and then so I realized when I'm in Bangalore shooting for my Kannada film, that process of just looking at me in that character look helped. Next, I took, flew to Mangalore to Kannur, where the shoot was happening. I saw myself in that nightie, and in that tone, that, look where she is sad. You will know where in that film, she is not even smiling properly. Okay. The smile comes with pain. It helps me in that process.
Nice.
Okay, so that transition, that was mini transition for me.
Okay.
Okay, Kannada to then
The realistic
to this, that back to back, especially 2 days of shoot there, 3 days of shoot here, that mini transition was happening. Like that, I got used to it. Bhimla Naik, no makeup. No, the most happiest movie in my life. Ante short 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock ante, I just have to be on the set at 9:45.
Nice.
Just a costume వేసుకుని, if you just keep that prosthetic baby bump, you are done. Put a rubber band, you just have to stand. That's it. As easy as that. My only prep was I had to prep the dialogues. And Virupaksha, again, somewhere in between. The director was very particular about every single thing. Bindi, color, adi, ivi. You need to look beautiful but not overdone. The curly hair and all that. So 1.5 hours of work.
Okay.
I'm like, no way I need. So that transition was happening for adjusting the sleeve step by step. Sir was much simpler, but I had a team in place who brought that look. So I would say the way I look in a film is a teamwork.
Right. Yeah.
So the transition slowly just happened in a lot of different. But trust me, when I look at it, I don't separate here, there, here. One thing I've heard in one interview of Shobana ma'am is that Indian cinema is something that you need to just experience everywhere, and everything is very different. Just go there, understand what is that space about, understand what is the audience, just do your part of being there. And I think that's what I'm doing.
Beautiful. I want to know this. Meeku oka personality undi. Oka belief system undi.
Yes.
అది ప్రతిసారి స్క్రిప్ట్ లో కనిపించకపోవచ్చు, లేకపోతే మీ క్యారెక్టర్స్ తో అది అలైన్ అవుతుందో లేదో మనకి తెలియదు. అండ్ సమ్ టైమ్స్ లైక్ రీసెంట్లీ వెన్ ఐ సా యూ ఇన్ అ ఫిల్మ్ వేర్ యూ డింట్ హ్యావ్ వేర్ యువర్ క్యారెక్టర్ వాజంట్ దాట్ సిగ్నిఫికెంట్, ఇట్ మేడ్ మీ వండర్ వాట్ మోటివేటెడ్, వాట్ డ్రోవ్ యువర్ చాయిస్.
Okay.
So how important is it for you that is it a factor that it has to align with your belief system or personality?
Okay, so here is how I take it. Beautiful question, by the way. I'm glad that you thought about it. So I'm quite spontaneous, not impulsive, I would say, but my choices can be very different.
Is disturbing me.
చాలా రోజుల తర్వాత ఒక మంచి కాన్వర్సేషన్ జరుగుతుంది, నాకు చాలా టైం ఉంది, నేను 10 o'clock వరకు ఇక్కడ కూర్చుంటా, మీకేమైనా ప్రాబ్లం ఉందా? ఇది మనదే కదా లొకేషన్. ఓకే,
Thank you so much. This is proper teacher behavior.
Get out. Okay.
Yeah. ఇది ఉంచండి, కట్ చేయకండి ఇది.
Okay. Beautiful question.
Thank you.
So I'm not saying I'm an
No, madam.
No, madam. కూర్చోండి. లంచ్ తిన్నారా? ఇప్పుడు టైం ఎంత? కాఫీ టీ తాగండి. నెక్స్ట్ మార్నింగ్ తీసుకెళ్ళండి.
Snacks time.
Here is the thing. I understand which film you're talking about. One thing is that I wanted to be part of that film. Okay. And here you go. Biggest thing. I don't want to be in one particular box. I never thought I will do action in my life. Black Gold ani oka female centric movie
చేస్తున్నారు కదా ఇప్పుడు. Yeah.
Okay, స్వయంభూలో స్టార్ట్ చేసిన రామ్లో ఐ స్టార్టెడ్ దిస్ యాక్షన్ థింగ్, బట్ వాట్ ఎవర్ స్వయంభూలో ఇంకా చేసాం. నేను అనుకోలేదు. సో ఐమ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్సింగ్ దిస్ జర్నీ. అంటే మనం అనుకోకుండా I feel this is how I feel. They are giving us opportunity to do something that you never thought that you will be able to do in life. So adi okati. Inkoti value system anedi if something is so wrong I will not do and I have not done. So there are films or characters that I have said no to because I found it let me not use a bad word which I did randomly. I would feel stupid, but I don't want to say it because if something doesn't align with me, if it is not with my value system, I will say no right now. But I had an experimentation phase in my life, whereas I was trying out, I was figuring out, and I was learning. Would have done mistakes, have done mistakes, it's fine, I just moved on. Right now I'm at a space where I have the privilege of making a choice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Privilege.
but that privilege of
Which you
making
earned.
which I earned, that you could say no to few films because you are not afraid that whether you will get another film, in the sense, this is, as I told you, this is a very unpredictable, you just need to go ahead, one film work out, people like you, some other filmmaker feels that you're suitable for a role, you're given an extra opportunity, this is how it goes. Now you are like, okay, if this is how, no. So in the sense, I'm talking about this internal fear of where how you are navigating it. One thing I'll make sure is that if it is so politically incorrect, then I will say no to some things. Okay. But if I feel that just because this film is catering to some films cater to an audience, which this is one beautiful thing which Nani Garu have spoken about. You should not, one film is not for everyone.
Yeah.
What film are you making? Who are your target audience? Make sure that it reaches there and they like it. I mean, I'm not quoting the exact words, but this was what he spoke about. Now, the films that I have done, I know the different films have reached different spaces.
Right.
Virupaksha, it worked out, collected 100 crores, and became a huge success. You know what happened after the film? 2 years after this film, more people recognize me.
Okay.
It grew.
Okay.
Theaters may it would have reached more of the multiplexes, that's sort of in between audiences. I mean, I'm saying that the serious people.
Yeah.
But my idea of watching a cinema changed when I went for the first day for show of Bhimla Naik.
Okay.
Not first day first show, maybe went around 9 o'clock or whatever. The first, because I was like, somebody asked me, did you go? I was like, no. Okay, go for that film. Your idea of cinema watching audience will be redefined, and exactly
It did.
I mean, of course, what an aura of Kalyan Garu, and that that people call him power star, but that that slogan or whatever, I did not hear any dialogues. Appatlo Telugu first of all raadu, anta raadu. Nenen chesaru nenu chusa, kani emi vinaledu. People wouldn't stop or be silent. My idea is it's a high. It is a high.
It is.
Different audience, right? Now I want to be part of different type of cinema catering to different type of audiences. And I think that I don't know if I'll be able to do it so correctly, but I would love to try. I have never done Agantalo nenu chesina song nenu cheyaledu inka. My first idea, first time I'm seeing that set and then learning dance step, it was new. Tarvata nenu inkoka movie lo song chesa. Now I'm in a flow.
Okay.
I was scared. I mean, I had the tension, but I was like, oh, I have to do it right. I tried, I worked hard, but then it came in the flow of it. I feel that this is how I want my journey to be. Inka cheyalani undi. Okay, right now. So making choices, I will make one different choice. I don't want anybody to expect, oh, Samyuktha ante illa movie chesta. I mean, this is how she will choose, because విరూపాక్ష తర్వాత థ్రిల్లర్స్ వస్తుంది, అది వస్తుంది, అన్ని విరూపాక్షనే, similar things around in and around the type of Virupaksha, or the whatever characters, even Sir, the characters that have influenced more. But no, different. I want to do something different.
Nice.
I want to be there. I'm okay. Let me try. Let me fail. Let me figure out. Let it be that. But right now, okay. So here is one thing that I've learned from when in my initial stages of Malayalam cinema, when you mentioned Lily, that was the time the team of that movie put me into a space where they are like, what is your favorite movie? My maximum answer at that time would have been Avatar. International cinema. They did not reduce me. They were like, they gave me an iPad gadu, whatever, the tablet, let me whatever, something in which I can watch cinema. Tablet, okay. downloaded some movies in that. It made me watch it. I'm watching Reader.
Kate Winslet. I
Kate
love that
Winslet,
movie.
okay. I'm watching, the feel-good films and all that is different. But, and you start watching international cinema. You don't even understand the language that you're talking. But having said that, I have seen some movies in my childhood, but which I didn't appreciate it. I was talking like, movie about Vanaprastham or,
Oh yeah, Mohanlal.
Mohanlal's film. You didn't understand what it was about. When you take this profession seriously, you see things in a different angle. Then you start observing cinema, not just for entertainment, but for learning purposes also.
Yeah.
And then that team made me realize cinema ante idi.
Right.
This craft. And then Black Swan.
Yeah.
Black Swan, Natalie Portman, her performance. I mean, I don't have to say about it, but you know what I mean.
I get it.
You get it, right?
Yeah.
And then Reader, like a scene on the back, court scene. Like I'm saying
Tanu confess chesed
yeah. Anyway, different cinema here, because Lily was a female-centric movie. They put me more into this type of cinema, where female, more. They're like, this is how it is. This is how it is. Have a dream. I said, wow, okay, fine. Then I'm realizing not just the movies that why would I watch Terminator? I'm saying that's where I was, but the people they told me, and then my interest in technicalities was always there, and then how important is actors' placement. When they talk like this, blocking this, if they talk like this, that different things. So that is something that is the Malayalam filmmakers take those things so seriously. You are friends, they just randomly, if I call anyone, trust me, any of my friends from Malayalam cinema, I pick up the call, all they will talk about, I'm doing a movie like this, I'm doing a movie like that, this is what is happening, that is what is happening, kick-ass the story, that kick of filmmaking, the truth of filmmaking is there. This I keep repeating it. So నేను ఇప్పుడున్న స్టేజ్ ఏంటంటే I'm building something. I'm not co-writing or anything, but I'm part of.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, some. I understand that acting is fine, but I love cinema as a whole. I love it. I love it. So the only sometimes you don't get to experience that sort of serious filmmaking all the time. But I'm ready for all types of cinema. That's my point. Every movie you don't have to go Virupakshalo oka day I'm like every day morning to evening nenu oke mood lo unna ila ఆలోచించి people would be like what person she is, she's not even talking, she's not even smiling, and I'm explaining కాదు నాకు ఏం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు, ఏం టెన్షన్ లేదు, లైఫ్ అంతా బానే ఉంది, నేను ఆలోచిస్తూ. Now you're thinking because that's how you silence a lot of noises of confusions in your head. You understand that this is how she will behave. And then you go ahead and then you discuss with your director. And Karthik is a brilliant director and he is very serious about his craft, filmmaking. And we have had beautiful arguments. I would call it beautiful arguments of what. So at one point, I don't. So here is a point where he wrote the character, but at one point I felt that I know the character more than him.
Okay.
The ownership of the character,
yeah.
The shift of ownership from నేను చెప్తున్నా ఈ క్యారెక్టర్ ఇలా. సో కెమెరామెన్ శ్యామ్ గారు వచ్చేసి ఏం కావాలి నీకేం కావాలి, వాట్ యూ వాంట్, one camera, we'll shoot this, we'll shoot that, move on. We were like, you love to laugh it off. So as I told you, like, I mean, I love the process of filmmaking. I love the process of cinema. So right now I want to, be in that space where I can get more involved, more learned. I just want to go into the depths of it, and I just want to contribute more.
Super.
And I want to become better as an actor. Some days you feel saturated. So when you used to work in Malayalam, the work was more like
volume.
The every day there was shooting, and then you finish a movie in one schedule, max 2 schedule. That's it. You just relocate to somewhere for 30 days. Movie is over. There's no idea of schedule and this and that. So So acting is something for me, I learned it just by doing the right and wrong. Okay, how to work, what is a meter, how to hold the meter, how to remember that the previous to here, how to build, okay, all these things.
Right.
And there it was a very continuous process. But ikkadiki vachesariki now we have more spacing between schedules. So I realized that one good thing is that oka schedule lo chesi we'll get an idea of how this is. Next schedule lo I'll become better.
Right.
That is it.
Right.
And in between, whenever I get time, I watch more cinema, read and this and that. Alochana motto. So
Wonderful.
psychology and this and that, all these things I'll think. So this, somebody have told me, in a very desperate moment, I have said this one thing. I don't even know why I'm doing all these things. Because నేను చేసే సినిమాలు అంటే పని చేసే సినిమాలు క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఇట్స్ ఆల్ వెరీ ఈజియర్ వన్స్. నేను అంటే ఇప్పుడు వెన్ యూ సీ ఇన్ సమ్ మాస్టర్ క్లాసెస్ దే విల్ బి లైక్ take the script and then you take out the scenes which you are there, build this character graph. I am like anta ledu mana daggara. Okay, adi ledu. So here you go. And somebody have told me this is one thing about learning, you don't know where that knowledge applies. Maybe 20 years later
ఎక్కడ పనికొస్తుందో తెలియదు.
Maybe 5 years later, maybe 10 years later, at least you have the knowledge. Something will happen to you. So somewhere don't do it just because you are like next year ila kaadu. Somewhere grow. At least one thing
use avutadi.
Anni vadaleyandi. I became a better listener. Because much before this, and you know how beautiful that works for me. Like when you are acting, you just listen. And you just let the emotions come on your face. And when the director is telling you, you just listen. You're not listening, you're not hearing because you want to say something back. Or, answer, something. It's not that. Just pure listening. So that all these things have happened. Because, I realized after reading a lot of these books and, hearing interviews and this and that, okay, basically you need to listen. And you need to flow freely. So this is where I am.
Wow.
Now here I say, now you might be like, okay, I'm talking like this, but I'm making the choices of, a lot of, maybe commercial film will come in between, maybe not a full-fledged typical heroine role.
Yeah.
But on record, I want to experience.
No. I love listening to your journey and everything. This really has been one of the most surprising conversations for me because it went in a tangent that I really didn't see it going. But I'm very happy.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much, Amgar.
Like you said, like you want to experience more, you want to contribute more. I hope you get to do all of that and continue to deliver hits. All the very best for Nari Nadumu Murari.
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm
fun film. So let's talking about Nari Nadumu Murari. Heard the story. I loved this movie. I mean, loved the story. Now if you see this movie, you will realize that the director has written it in a right way. Not putting some characters. So 2 heroines. Everybody will be expecting a triangle love story. Ledante choice, competition, ego kaadu. Aadavalu majjalo unna emi ledu. It's not that. It's a story where somebody, the choice what you make in your life can have an impact in places where you're not expecting it. So that's where it is. And then there are emotions, there is a story, and the comedy that is so blended that even in a very supposed to be it's the same story taken in a serious way where you will be crying, we want audience to cry and this and that. Ekkada ledu.
Super.
There will be that, it's a treatment of a simple story where the dialogues, the circumstance, situation, contribution of actors. Name చేశాను కాదు అందరు మొత్తం all the actors who have been part of this movie, the way they express the expressions, the timing there, that they have done made this into a very fun film.
No, I just saw the trailer. I really loved it.
Okay.
Can't wait to see the film.
Okay, thank you.
On Jan 14. Thank you so much. This really has been a very good conversation.
Thank you, Ramgaru.
Thank you so much. All the very best.
Thank you so much. Thank you. No problems ఉన్నాయి కదా. Bye. we'll continue the conversation.
Please. Yeah.
They're doing their job.
Yeah.
So